Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the JD Talks Show, where we get our lives together and we get ourselves ready for the week. Let me just say, it is so good having all of you here with me right here and right now. So let me just give just a huge shout out to again just everyone being here. I hope all of you have had a solid. It's Sunday for me right now, so if you're tuning in live, thank you again for coming on in. As you can see, we have a lovely guest, Missy the Pooh, who is going to be on her best behavior today. So, as we're diving into this, all you need is a pen and paper available where you can just kind of, in a way, think of this like active listening. I found this to be very helpful for me, very appropriate, pup, very appropriate. Thank you very much. Very fun and engaging because if you hear things that you like, if you hear things that stand out to you, this is perfect for you because then you can look back at your notes and be like, oh yeah, I liked what he said there, or I got that from this moment in time. So what we're going to be talking about first, let's establish our routine for the week. All right. So if you were just tuning in, just starting to kind of get like a feel for this show and what it is, and maybe even just you're here for the entertainment that my pup provides, um, understand that in order to be, as you look at the people in your life that are most successful, they usually have a set routine um, behind them, behind everything that they do. Okay, so if you're like, okay, tell me more, it starts off in the morning. Okay, and this is not any hidden secret. This is something that's always been there. It's been just we haven't always had access to it. So, how do we get access to this? What we've covered in previous episodes, and if you feel like you want to just kind of, after you watch this, maybe tune into some of the other episodes that I've shared, feel free to do that because, again, I've dropped information that is helpful in some way, shape, or form. So, right here, since I've got you right here, right now, let's talk about how your morning should go. Okay. And in fact, it starts before that, how your night goes. Because if you can set yourself up for success at night, then you're going to be guaranteed a successful morning almost always. Okay. So, what that means is you take your pen and paper. For me, I use that before I go to bed. I write down the things that I want to accomplish the next day. And it could be something so as simple as exercise, eat breakfast, read a chapter in my book, walk my pup, play with my pup. All right. Yep. There we go. She's like, all right, you better get that right. Isn't she so adorable? Um, Again, morning routine is established by establishing the evening routine. So you have a list made the night before. And again, start small because if you start off like with this big old avalanche of things that you're like, I'm gonna do everything, usually won't work out. And in fact, you'll probably go in the opposite direction and go back to your original habits and then you're back to questioning yourself like why didn't I do this in the first place? Okay. So again, make a list of just like three things that you'd like to accomplish for that day. And it could be so easy, so simple, something that's just very, I don't know, effortless. So I'll tell you what I've done when I first started doing this many months back. Okay. All right, Lise. Well, no, this I don't want to lie. I started it at the beginning of the year. So it's mid-February right now, and I purposefully started trying to get to bed at a reasonable time. That was really hard, and it's still hard. My wife will laugh at me for saying that, but it's the truth. Um, I gave myself a window to try and hit 9:30 to 10:30. I'm in bed. I haven't hit that every single time. In fact, I've rarely hit it. But I give myself this ultimatum that if I don't at least make the effort Monday through Friday to try and be in bed around that time, then I'm guaranteed to not have a successful day. Okay, here, here. Um, so in bed at that time, I fall asleep. I wake up at the same time Monday through Friday, guaranteed. Weekends are a little different, okay, because I give myself some grace right there on purpose. I wake up Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. That's right, my friends. I wake up at 5 a.m. I'm a personal trainer, digital trainer. Um, I do a lot of things within my industry that requires a lot of my attention and presence as well, which I love doing it. I love doing it. So we're there, and I'm waking up at 5 a.m. Now, purposefully at 5 a.m. because the things that I have to do are usually an hour and a half or 2 hours or 3 hours sometimes later in the day. And that's where the magic happens, right when you wake up. So, those couple of things that I wrote down are this: one, wake up immediately. So, no snooze. That snooze button does not exist. Okay. The snooze button is evil. That's just no other way to put it. Okay. So I wake up at my given time. I immediately head to the shower, or actually, no, no, no. I immediately head to the kitchen. I grab one bottle of water, chug it. That's 16 ounces of water right there just to get into my system. Wake me up. I start my coffee, and then I head right over to the shower, and I just force myself to just wake up, whether it's hot, cold, I don't care what you prefer. Get in the shower. It helps you wake up. Okay. Some people like freezing temperatures, and people are doing cold plunges every single day. Listen, it has benefits. It's great, but I don't know. I like me a little. I guess it's like a hot plunge. If now that I think about it. Anyway, wow. So I take my shower. I get out. I get my coffee. I drink another maybe like half bottle of water or whatever. Half bottle, another full bottle of water, so that my system is fully functioning. Then I can start to have my coffee, and I start with my audiobook where I listen and I take notes for about, you know 10 to 15 minutes, and it's something along the lines of leadership, entrepreneurial, or becoming an entrepreneur. um, Anything that has like a mentorship quality behind it that I feel like I could take into my day. So already this is like 30 minutes of being awake. Look at that. Showered, coffee's getting made, drank 2 bottles of water almost. And now I'm listening and I'm taking notes on something that is going to, I know, give me more purpose for the rest of my day. And I know that if I do all of these things, I will be able to not only take care of myself, but I'll have the energy and mindfulness and grace and power to help others, which is in the business that I'm in, right? You can take care of yourself, you can take care of others. Okay. It's as easy as that. I know people who have gone all head first into just, I'm going to give everything to everyone, but you're left with nothing. And then you can't sustain it. Okay. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But again, it's just the proof is in the pudding right there, right? So you have to be able to give a little bit more to yourself. You have to give yourself what's called grace or some love, some self-love, some look from just like being a man and just understanding that, I'm lucky to have a partner um to connect with and voice how I feel on when I'm having really bad days, which is good. That's how, successful relationships really blossom and grow, but not everybody has that access. So being able to, again, go back to your morning routine, you're stacking what's called W's on top of each other. All right. So again, if you don't have maybe somebody to lean on, somebody to talk to about things, which is a lot of people, believe it or not, you're using your morning routine as a way of outweighing the losses that you accumulate throughout the day. Because I know I've had some of those days. I know you've had those days too, where you're just like, man, I just feel like a loser today. Nothing's going my way. Everybody's going against me. Just nothing I can do is right. And that happens. It's okay. So, which is why we crush it in the morning. Okay. So there you are winning already. And you're kind of in a way, you're giving yourself, you're setting yourself up to find your purpose, which is what I've ultimately been trying to get to for today's talk. How do you find your purpose? And for me, just to put it plain and simple, like my purpose in life is to use my voice to help others find the better version of themselves. Look, I was able to put together my own little talk show, and it's building too, which is great. I can see how many people have been viewing it afterwards, and it's like it's small wins, and it's pretty cool. So if you are listening to this, um understand that I'm here to be a resource, to be not only for myself, because this has been a great accountability experience. It's helped me communicate better to myself. I mean, I'm talking to myself, and I'm also talking to you too right here. Right? So, purpose. How do you find your purpose? That is a really, really tough question, especially when you're just kind of figuring it out. You're not expected to figure it out. But understand this: your purpose in life has always been there. You just haven't had access to it, which is why doing something so simple as establishing a set routine, going to bed at a certain time, writing things down, or at least planning your next day, waking up, stacking wins, is why it will get you closer to finding out what your purpose truly is. I like talking a lot. I like talking by myself with my pup, who still has not yet provided any insight. I'm waiting. Just kidding. I like to talk, which means I can use that to serve others. And I don't need to be putting this on myself all the time. So, how can you discover your purpose? It's not going to come as easy as you expect, because it takes hard work. I'm a one man show right now. I have cameras set up, I have a mic set up right here. I've had to literally study how to figure out how to run a stream, set this up, promote it, talk about it, offer it as a safe space to others, learn about how I can carry a conversation for 15 minutes at a time. To find the things that are really good in life take a lot of work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I said it. Which means if it really was that easy, I wouldn't be doing something like this. You wouldn't be having the worst day ever. You wouldn't be having character building days, or days where you're just like, man, is this really like my last day? Okay. It's all about establishing a routine. Okay. Men's health, women's health, uh, mental health in general, it's becoming more available to talk about, which is why I I want to offer this up to all of you. This is free. This is me just sharing it all with you. So we have less than 2 minutes. So I just want to recap this show for today. But it's all about establishing your routine in order to find your true purpose in life. I'm discovering my purpose. Okay. I want to be a better husband, better father one day, a better man, a better friend, a better athlete, a better trainer, a better, you know, human. Growth is perpetual. And I said this in a previous episode as well, because we should never think of growth as having an end point. We can put like little goals on things, but remember that growth should always be a an adventure, a pursuit of greatness or something greater than our own expectations. Okay? Have fun with your routine. It is not a punishment. It is a guideline. It's a safety net to pick you up when you are at your worst. All right? So, when in doubt, listen to JD's talk show. And if not, just come on and say hi. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Share this with everybody, because there's just so much good in this world that, YouTube is so great for that. And that's why I wanted to start sharing my show live on here. Okay. Thank you for talking with me. My name is JD. This episode will be available on demand literally in just a moment. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I appreciate all of you, everybody. Peace.